everyone, I'm Danny. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing a science experiment together. So we're going to be drawing some pictures on this plate using whiteboard markers, and we're going to make them come to life right before your very eyes. So for this experiment you'll need a white ceramic plate, just your usual kind of plate you'd find at home. A selection of whiteboard markers, so it doesn't have to be any specific colour, it can be whatever colour, but the most important thing is they have to be whiteboard markers, not permanent markers. And then a jug of some room temperature water. So if you've got a water jug at home, I'm just using a little watering can that I've got here. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw some pictures on the plate. I want you to make a prediction of what you think what might happen. We're going to add some water onto the plate after we've drawn the pictures. So have a think about what you think you might see. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's start drawing our pictures. One little guy there. And one there. Okay, now we're going to just wait 1 second, maybe air the plate, blow on it a little bit, help them to dry. Just for a few seconds. Okay, and then we're going to get our water jug and start slowly pouring our water onto the plate. Well, our red friend is disappearing. What's happening here with the red stick figure? Oh my goodness. And the blue. Wow, there we go. So our black ink friend here has dissolved a little bit. The red friend, green friend here has lost his body pretty much. He's only a head left, but here we've got two others. If we blow on the water, so we can dance around. Uh-oh. That's interesting, isn't it? The blue stick figure here is crumbling apart, but our red stick figure looks like they are still kicking along. Very cool. You can even run your finger through the water to help make like a bit of a current and help her to spin around a bit. Well, that's very interesting, and I wonder why the red ink here has worked, but the blue ones worked initially, but then started to dissolve. Our black stick figure here didn't really do much, started to kind of dissolve a bit, and our green stick figure is almost completely dissolved. There must be a difference in the ingredients in the ink, perhaps, for the colors. I'm not too sure. But let's have a talk about why we think, or why the reason why the whiteboard pictures are able to lift off of the plate and move around when we add water. Let's have a chat. Okay, so that was a fun experiment. Now let's have a chat about why exactly the picture has lifted off the plate and moved around the way it did. So with whiteboard markers, within the ink inside the marker is a thing called pigment, and pigment is the chemical that determines what colour the marker will be. So they're different obviously in each marker here. One consistent ingredient within all of these markers is that they contain alcohol. So when you draw with a whiteboard marker, once it dries, the alcohol evaporates. Okay, so then all we're left with is the pigment. Now the pigment is a solid, so once you add water to the plate, because the drawing with the pigment is left as a solid, the picture is able to lift off the plate and move around. So you could see there that when we use different colours, we had different results. So I'm not too sure why that happened. I know that these are all different brand textures as well, so they could have slightly different ingredients. But I'd like you to do some research, maybe ask your teacher and find out why, and let us know, because I'd be really interested to know why. But have a go at the experiment yourself. If you've got other colours maybe that I don't have, maybe purples, pinks, you might have even other, like, more different results. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's experiment. Have a go yourself and let us know what you find out. Thank you.